So I was working as a mechanical engineer, but at night I was making websites for people and apps as well. Some of the apps I was making for myself, so for example, money tracker. I mainly watched YouTube videos. I took some Udemy courses.
I was going to ask, oh, how did you find your first job? But now you already told that you went to a tech event, and then you presented your work, what you can do, and that's how you got your first job, literally. Hey guys, welcome to the village and welcome to the first installment of A Tea with the Village. Today we have Usiso, who is a React native developer. He's working for a company somewhere in Cape Town for the past 3 years. He is a self-taught developer through your YouTubes and the Udemy's, and he is he is a mechanical engineer because he's qualified as a mechanical engineer. He holds an honors degree from the University of Cape Town. So the reason we have Asiso today is because he's here to share some real life projects. You know, he has developed so many apps, but today we're going to talk about two that we are currently using as South Africans. So that's the whole idea. What I need you to get from this video is what type of projects can you do, you know, the works, and how he transitioned from mechanical engineering to software development. Let's welcome Siso to the village. Hi Siso, how are you? Welcome to the village.
Thank you, Bonnie. Sanibona Village. Ninjani?
Unjani?
Ngiyaphila wena.
Ngiyaphila. What happened after, graduation happened and you got your first job in mechanical engineering? And then what happens? Like, uhlangana in technology?
Yeah, that's a good question. But the reality is that our passion changes. Over time, your passion will change. What you start off with doesn't mean that it's something that you're going to end up with. So that's what happened to me. So, yeah. What
You were
happened is that
bored
over
or
time,
what?
I started. You can say a combination of both. Sometimes you have something in your mind about a certain career, and when you're inside, you see it's not exactly what you had in mind when you were studying, and you start getting bored, and the work is no longer interesting, or you have something more interesting that you're doing, which was websites and app development at the time, because I was doing both at the same time. So I was like, hey, this is actually more interesting. Let me see if I can make a career out of this, and actually, I could do that, and I went into tech.
Guys, if you didn't hear me first, you know, like when I said it the first time, when I introduced this gentleman, he had the honors degree in mechanical engineering from the University of Cape Town. It doesn't get better than that. The #1 university in Africa, honors degree. And I see you didn't struggle to find your first job in engineering.
No, it was not a struggle at all. I think by the time I finished, I already had something lined up. And I mean, UCT is one of the best universities out there in the whole continent. So companies are always looking for graduates. I completed my engineering degree, mechanical engineering with honors. And I was lucky enough to find a consulting job at one of the best engineering companies here in South Africa. So yeah, that was my story.
Yeah, so you spent 2 years there, you were comfortable. I'm just interested to know, Uguti, did you have like any like expenses like renting somewhere and a car?
Oh, like yeah, no, because I mean, it's Cape Town. You need a car to get around everywhere, and the rent is sky high as well. So yeah, I'm currently based in Cape Town. It's a lovely place to be, and also the company here as well. I studied here, so it felt like home. So I was lucky enough to get a job here. So I did that for about I think it spent close to 3 years at the engineering company before I left. Yeah. Also, I tried to make money on the side by making websites, which is like one of the reasons I actually because sometimes you find that you have extra time or you're bored, especially around COVID. I think COVID was the major pivotal point for many people. Even myself, I had so much time, and I was like, okay, I can actually do something productive with this time. And for me, that was
Mhm.
app development websites. Some people were baking
Mhm.
muffins and learning how to cook. Yeah, so that was how I spent my time during that time.
So I'm just interested. I want to understand the transition. How did it happen? You know, the move from mechanical engineering to now your first job in tech. I don't know if you had a job first or you had an app first, because I see here you have money tracker. So which one came first? So can you just take us through that? Just paint a picture.
Okay, okay, sure. Yeah, so I was working as a mechanical engineer, but at night I was making websites for people and apps as well. Some of the apps I was making for myself. So, for example, Money Tracker. So I had those apps already done. So the next step, when I decided, you know what, actually I'm thinking of transitioning to tech. So I attended a lot of networking events and tech events, and luckily
Mm-hmm.
enough, most of the time you have CEOs of companies who also go to those shows and go to those tech events.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a perfect opportunity for me to showcase my apps, my portfolio of things I've done, and they can download it themselves, play around with it, and they're like, "Hey, this person has something good. They have the skills or the talent that we like. Can you come and let's have a talk?" So that way, it wasn't too much. I didn't have to apply to a lot of companies and do everything. So it was a seamless transition. It's like once decided, okay, I want to go to this field, went to those events, updated my LinkedIn, and things just fell in
Mm-hmm.
place. Ngathela umsebenzi kanjani.
Yeah, no, ngiyabona she. Wow, what a story. What a story. You know, the reason I wanted you here today, it's because we always say, guys, you need to create projects, you need to create projects, you need to create something that people are going to use, something that is needed. And then you find most youngsters, they don't know. So we're just gonna get to that just now. See, so this is some impressive stuff. Is Money Tracker still live, or it's no longer there? Tell us about it.
Okay, cool. So there is another app which I have, which is called moneytracker.co.za. So
Mm-hmm.
moneytracker.co.za is an app and also a website. The idea behind it is basically I saw that access to financial advisors here in South Africa is almost non-existent to people like us and also people who are just
Mm-hmm.
beginning to work because
Mm-hmm.
financial advisors are very expensive. So idea which I had was that like, how about I make an app whereby people can track the expenses that they are incurring every day, not just automatically because there are apps which hook to your bank and they already tell you how much money you spend. But I saw that South Africans are using a mix. Most of the money is cash. So people use cash to buy things, so it ends up not being tracked. So what the
Mm-hmm.
app does that you manually add those expenses that you once you pay someone, pay for airtime, you pay DSTV, you buy like at your local Indian shop, put it on the app. So that builds a profile. And what the app does that at the end of the month, it compiles all that data, summarizes it for you, and then gives you a report. And then there's another special part on the app, which is financial advice. Financial advisor is a feature within Money Tracker. Basically, we take that data that you already have and link you up
Mm-hmm.
with actual financial advisors, real people. At this time, it's
Mm-hmm.
mostly my friends and some of the people I know in the industry who
Mm-hmm.
like are there. So you can pay a small fee and get some
Mm-hmm.
like as little as 50 rands actually, because I'm trying to make sure that like this is accessible to most South Africans. And
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have that money, you can use AI obviously. So we have AI. The app is actually live in the sense that, like, but because there's some expenses to it, people have to join a waiting list. So there's a waiting list for people who want to join in. So it's moneytracker.co.za. It's a platform for every South African, especially if you don't have a financial advisor, and also if you're not tracking your finances. Like, the economy is so bad currently. If you don't know how you spend money, you will suffer even more. So you need to make sure that each and every cent that you spend, you know where it goes, and you know that how much money you're spending, which is going towards your saving, how much money you are spending towards like your investments. And the app, if you don't have those tallies, or you don't know those values, the app will tell you, okay, you're making this amount of money, you should be spending this amount for savings, investments, and emergencies. So that's the idea behind the app. And people who are interested, they can still join the waiting list. And there are some people who are already using the app. Yeah.
Wow, impressive stuff, Siso. Yo, I'm blown away, guys. Please don't forget to like and share this video. Leave any questions you might have for Siso, and we'll have the link to the app where you can join the waiting list. I just want to know, how do you come up with such ideas for these meaningful projects? Because most people, they struggle. We always tell them here when we do these interviews, guys, you'll let me know in the comment section, like you'll agree with me in the comment section that yes, Sisbon, you always tell us to create meaningful, like useful apps. How do you come up with these ideas?
Yeah, that's actually a good question. For me, it might be different for different people, but for me, most of my ideas come from real pain in my life. So, like, there are pain points in everyone, like where areas whereby you feel like, okay, like, hey, this took too long. Surely there's a better way to do this thing. Or, hey, like, see, those are pain points in your life. So you have to look at those frustrations. If you don't have frustrations, your life is simple. Look at people around you. Look at people around you and ask them, like, what are your struggles? If you are working for a company, look at the processes that you have in your company. What are some of the pain points there? What are some of the slow processes? And how can you come up with solutions which are meaningful, not just for the sake of building? So you want problems you can actually solve, like, you can actually solve like real problems. Let's take, for example, Money Tracker. I did mention that I came with that idea because I saw that people were struggling with finances, like especially with cash. Even myself, I wanted to track, I wanted to see where am I spending my money, and where's my money going, basically. So then after that, I was like, okay, there's a gap here, whereby I can actually come up with an app. Because also, when I had a financial advisor as well, the financial advisor doesn't have a full picture of my finances because they only look at your bank statements, whereas some purchases happen outside of that, so they don't have a full context of all my spendings. And also, you might have some investments, but you also have some apps like Easy Equities, which are outside, and you actually make some purchases there, or you make some you spend money there. So some financial advisors don't have a full context of your finances. So I need an app whereby, like, no, everything, petrol, Uber Eats, everything is on the app, so it can give me a full picture. So that was a real pain point, and I came up with a solution. Yeah.
Pain points, solutions. Pain points, solutions. Check from yourself first, and then check people around you, or around your environment. Just don't walk around sleeping and not observing what's going on. Basically.
Kunjalo is 100%.
Ewe
Yeah.
sana, injalo, itsho into. Ba uchecka i-pain points.
Yes.
Now, let's go to Bailey. That's the app that I've been seeing you posting on TikTok. It's day 5, it's day 10. Is it not frustrating being a founder and then now you must become a content creator? Because also I understand most software developers, some of them, they just want to sit and do the things. They don't want to be speaking to no one. So, but now I see yourself, you're a content creator now. You are telling us daily. That's how I got to know about you, because you were documenting your journey. Please tell us about it. And firstly, tell us, is it not difficult now, founder, software engineer, content creator? How are you juggling that? Also, you still have your main job.
Yeah, that's true. Let me just unpack all of that. So I've been making apps for a while. I have smaller apps which I've made as well. One thing which I saw is that, like, nowadays, just having an app at the Play Store or in Google's App Store, it won't cut it. You need a way for people to see your app. And if you're starting off, you just almost need, like, any way to, like, just need a way for people to see your work. So I was like thinking about it. I was like, yo, how can I make people see this app, and what other solutions are out there? So I know you can pay for ads, but it gets really expensive. You can pay for influencers as well. It gets really expensive. Like, I know I'm a bit shy, but I feel like I've got a dream. I've got an idea, and I want this idea. I want to give, I want sort of, like, thousands of South to actually use my platform. So I was like, no, what? Let me get out of my shell. Let me start a TikTok account. I didn't even have a TikTok account like just a few months ago. So I a TikTok account, and then I was like, so let me post for 30 days. Let me try 30 days and see where it take me. So I was like, okay, I will document each and every step that I take to make the app and create a video every day. It's not easy. So when the things that you're doing, like, I'm clapping hands for you. Being a content being a content creator is so hard. It's so hard.
Crazy
And
business.
also,
It's crazy. It's crazy how people think it's easy. Yay, the thing, because this is the thing, and you might agree with me, and you guys in the comment section, if you're content creators or trying to become one, you'll agree with me that creating content is like a performance. Every day you are performing, and you are always as good as your last performance. So you are as good as your last video. Okay. So you can't say, oh no, I had this much followers, or I had viral videos, now I can chill. Out of sight, out of mind. So every
yeah.
day it's a performance. So there's a lot of pressure there.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because I saw that, like, nowadays, for you to get your platform, your product out there to the masses, you have to have social media, and you must be active. Yeah, it's a challenge having to juggle being a creator, a builder, building the app, improving the app, having to create the content, while at the same time you have a full-time job. That takes a lot of planning and also time management, which is something which I tried as much as possible to make sure that I've got enough time for all of those things. Yeah, and after I found the structure which works for me, I know, for example, I record my videos at night when I'm done with everything else. So that works for me. It might be different for other people. So that's when I create the content. But the app itself, maybe I can, for people or other users who don't know what Bailey is about. So basically, Bailey.co.za, it's a app available for iOS, Android, and web. It's a shopping list app. There are thousands of shopping list apps. The special part about my shopping list is that you got real prices from stores. That's your Checkers, Woolworths, ShopRite, all the different stores. They're available on the app, and you can compare the prices for, like, let's say if you're buying bread or flour, you can see the price that they have at Pick and Pay, ShopRite, Woolworths, etc. And this means that you already have an idea of how much you're gonna spend at the store. This is just before you go to the store, so you already know how much money you have to budget. And then I made the apps in such a way that it helps you through the whole shopping journey. So that means that when you're at home making a shopping list, And then when you get to the store, there is a in-app calculator. The in-app calculator allows you to set a budget because, for example, there might be more items that you might put into your cart. You
See.
still need to, set a budget. There's like, okay, I'm going to shop, right? I want to spend only 500 rand. You're going to set 500 rand. It's going to tell you now you're at 50%, now you're 75%. You must stop now. And then once you finish shopping, you can say done shopping. You press done shopping, this total that you spend that day is going to be added to a shopping history. So that means that now you can over the years you can see, or even over the month you can see, okay, I spent this amount of money, I've spent this amount of money at this date, and you also get notifications once you reach 50% of overall budget, your monthly budget, because when you sign up for the app, we ask you how much you spend per month on groceries, and we use that value to like, hey, you took close now to your monthly budget. Hey, you don't want you eating like noodles the rest of the month. So we have that ability as well. So it's like, basically it's a shopping list app which helps you with the shopping journey. That's Bailey in a nutshell. There are other
In a
features like
nutshell.
like the other features as well, which the viewers can check for themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, ne? So you see what happens when you go out there, put yourself out there, guys. No one's going to do it. Like, you have to do it yourself. And from time to time, I do get proposals. Like, people send me emails. They want me to promote their work. They have apps like on a weekly basis. But sometimes I say, no, but you need to come. Sometimes the app, there's too many loopholes. Like, I can see with we are not ready to take this to market, You're just taking a chance with, maybe when you get publicity, then no. I feel like you are not ready. So I looked at your work and I noticed, because you know what, this person deserves publicity. You are ready to
Thank you
take
so much.
your app is already on the market, It's
Thank you so
already
much.
there, So you were already prepared. Just in case someone is watching this and say, usisibone, I asked her, ngathi promote app yami wanqaba. It's because y'all are not ready. You want publicity, but you are not ready. You are not ready to serve abantu. And I tell people, ukuthi, do you have capacity to handle traffic that's gonna come mina if I talk about your thing? I hope you have capacity.
Yeah, exactly. Like, people must know that the app is already being used by thousands and thousands of South Africans. Like, so
How many
the app
downloads
is,
do we have now? Sorry, Siso.
so
How many downloads do you currently have?
it's over 5,000 combined. Like, but we also have users who are using it primarily on the web. We also have users on iOS. We have users on Android. So if you combine in, like, it's thousands, so it's slightly less than 10,000, but yeah, it's thousands of users that are already on the platform and they're using the app. Yeah.
I hope your app doesn't crash after this interview. Guys, please don't forget to like and share this video. But guys, for real, I would really like to put, like, in the next few months, I would like to highlight people who are doing this type of work. But please make sure that you are ready. And sometimes the reason I decline certain things, one is because you are not ready. Two, so I can just see that you are rushing. You think publicity is going to encourage you more, and two, sometimes people, they will come up with things, they want to offer a service, but they're not licensed or they're not qualified to do that. It's just a lot of things. Sometimes like, or so like I'll be like, no, just come. Sometimes I'll say, no, just come and present, like I can interview you. And some people, they don't want to be interviewed. So they want me to talk about their thing while they can't talk about it. You know what I mean? No, especially when there's money involved. Where people need to pay something. You must come and tell us your story. You must come and tell us your story. See, so I would like to know, what would you like to achieve from this interview? Are you looking for funders? Users? Obviously, we want users. Go and download the app, guys. We're going to leave the link in the description box. And this is not a paid promotion. I must
Yes.
actually create a video for you for free on TikTok, just using the app live. Yeah, I think it'll be good actually.
That would be amazing. I'll
Yeah,
appreciate that.
no, I'll do it
Yeah.
for you. Don't worry. No, I'll do it
Thank
for
you so
you.
much.
So,
That's why you're the
are you
best.
looking for team members, funders? What are you looking for besides users?
Okay. Yeah. So, like, the main thing I'd like to achieve with this interview is basically to
Mm-hmm.
connect with people who are also builders. That's the first thing. There are other people who are builders who need motivation, inspiration. So I'd like to inspire other people. If you have an idea, just go for it. Don't try to be perfect. The first version of the app won't be perfect. My app is not perfect. People are telling me every day on things I can improve, and I improve those things daily. So that's the first thing, just to connect other founders. Um, Early users, it's still mentioned. Like, if you want, like, I'm still also like to get some other users, but also founding as well, or founders or investments. If you have a company, you know, a company whereby I would partner well with the products that I'm building with this app. So I'd like to talk to you. But like I mentioned, I think mainly the main value that I want people to see here is that, like, it's possible. Go for it,
Mm-hmm.
try it. And if you even like have struggles or you want to connect to someone who's also a builder, talk to me.
Sharp. So you really wanna connect with other founders, people who are building what you are building, and if they are funders and somewhere they would like to invest. That is also
Yeah.
welcome, but I'm happy that your main focus is to inspire and connect with other people, right? So, what do you think of AI, and how can you use like to improve productivity? Because I don't want people to think they should be scared of AI, you know? So, how can you use AI to improve productivity, even for your own products?
Exactly. People should not be scared of AI. I know, like, AI is everywhere, and we use ChatGPT, and we see, yo, it's taking my job, or it's so perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want people to be scared of AI. The way I see AI, I see AI as more of like a multiplier of productivity. So, you know, like, a multiplier means that you sort of like, it gives that extra boost to whatever you're doing. So let's take, for example,
Mm-hmm.
you can use AI to automate tasks, to summarize data, and to generate the first version of the app, or whatever document or whatever work that you're doing. And then you can use your human touch to refine it. I use AI on almost all my products. The first version will come from AI, but I'll use my knowledge and my skills that I've acquired over time to refine the output of AI. So the real power is combining AI with human
Mm-hmm.
perspective. That's where
Yeah.
the real power comes. I'll, like, maybe let's take, for example, Money Tracker. I spoke a bit about Money Tracker, and Money Tracker has
Mm-hmm.
an AI inside of it to analyze your spending patterns. But then I did mention also there are financial advisors. The financial advisors, they give the deeper human perspective towards your spending patterns, whereas the AI just summarizes and give an overall
Mm-hmm.
outlook. So humans working with AI is the solution. So people shouldn't fear AI. AI is more of like a multiplier for productivity. Yeah, that's how I.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
I see you are pursuing your computer science degree. Why? You already have a degree in engineering. You are supposed to be happy and content with your thingy, like your certifications. I see here you have, Java and TypeScript,
Yeah.
backend and APIs, and yeah. When at the moment you are a React Native developer, so tell us a bit about why you needed to do computer science, because you already have a degree, Pelawen.
Yeah, to be honest, it's not a requirement to get into tech. You don't need to do the degree. Like, that's I just want to put that out there. I got my job without having the degree. I've got colleagues who work with me, and other colleagues who are friends, but also into tech without a degree. You don't need a degree to do this type of work. But with that said, if you want to go that one step further, you want to like deepen your knowledge with like fundamentals of software development. You just want to know how things work from like the core. Like I am that person. I'm also a continuous learner. That's how something which a value I hold deeply, that you must always be learning. You must always be learning. You must always be improving your skills. Just because you're doing something doesn't mean that you know everything. So that's why I decided, like, you know what? Let me, as much as I have the job, let me just find out what's happening. Like, what are some of the fundamentals? What is the early work? Or how things work? Like, you know, it's just like going deeper into development, especially now that I'm trying to do even deeper work with AI. So with AI, you need some fundamentals just to know of how things work before you apply it. So that's why I'm pursuing a computer science degree as well. Yeah.
Where did you learn your skills? Were you like everywhere on the internet? Obviously, which platforms did you use to acquire your skills?
Yeah, yeah, that's a good question. I think so, because I already have the mechanical engineering degree, which tell or teaches you how to think. So that's one skill which I can say was very core. But mainly, I'm a self-taught engineer, so that means then I mainly watched YouTube videos. I took some Udemy courses on app development, website development. I looked around, bought some books as well, and combined all of the information so that like I can be able to build products. And also, one of the more important things is application. As much as watching videos, taking courses, and doing all of that can help with some knowledge, but like implementing it in real projects. Ask your friend, can I create a website for you? I know you're selling t-shirts in the street. Can I make a website for you? See that company over there which has, like, they have like a maybe a shop, and you see that they're doing everything manually. Ask them, can I do this thing for free, or can I just do it for a cheap price? So that helps you. Also, it gives you a direction, because with YouTube there's so much knowledge, there's so much things, so you just end up overwhelmed. You don't even know where to start, what to do. Just focus on solving problems, the skills you acquire over the, like, along the path. So that's how I did things, and that's how I think that's the best way of doing things, especially if you're self-taught. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Fantastic. Guys, please don't forget to download eBile. All of you who's going to watch this video, you need this app. Please,
You must
you
do the
need
thing.
this app. Please let's support Susiso. This is something that you need. It's not like you have to buy something. It's something that you need. Siso, you've done so well. I'm proud of you, and I know the village is proud of you as well. Can you give us just
Yeah.
some top tips, Nyana, to stand out? Obviously, I was going to ask, oh, how did you find your first job? But now you already told that you went to a tech event, and then you presented your work, what you can do, and that's how you got your first job, literally. And you've been with the same company, right?
Yeah, I've been with the same company. Yeah.
For the past how many years? 2, 3 years. You've been with the same
Yeah,
company.
yeah, we're close to 3 years now. It's actually a really nice company, and I enjoy like the problems I'm solving there. They're quite exciting project.
Yeah, sometimes I can just see when there's certain things happening because we are in the entertainment space. You can be under a lot of pressure. So,
No,
Siso,
yes.
you've done so well, as I've mentioned, and I'm saying it again. Give us some top tips to stand out.
Yeah. For me, like, the tips I'd say is that, like, don't follow the crowd with everything that you're doing, because when you have a very broad audience, I can't give specific skills or
Yeah.
tips, but like I just like I can generalize and say that, like, don't follow the crowd. if people are going left, everyone's going left, go
Mm-hmm.
right, go where there's opportunities. And then one thing I can just say is that like not following the crowd means that you doing things differently. So that means then if you study and you're studying engineering, add some soft skills into that. Take some lessons like in communications, add some like different skills which will complement or will help you in whatever you're trying to do. Yeah, so mainly don't follow the crowd. Try as much as possible to communicate or connect with people, even if like I know many people are shy and like they don't see the value in like, but like the human touch is really important. Like try as much as possible to connect with people, go to networking events. Whether you're shy or not, I was shy before. I used to like, I just want to be in my room or just go to work, come back, or study, go back to my dorm room. Yeah, try as much as possible to network with people. It played a huge role in my career, and it's currently playing a huge role as well as I build some of the products I'm building. And also be passionate about what you're doing. Be like, don't just do things for the sake of doing it. Don't follow trends. Try and have passion in whatever you're doing, and that'll set you apart real quickly. And companies are able to see when someone is just acting and when they're genuine and they're passionate about something. So that helps
Yeah.
as well. Yeah.
Yeah. See, so I forgot to ask. This is a standard question. Which school did you go to? And how was your math? I know your math was proper, but I just want to know.
I actually went to a school in Zimkulu. Some of your viewers might know Zimkulu in KZN. It's it's a school called Clydesdale there. And yeah, so I was part of like, I got like 7 distinctions. So I was top of the class, or top of the district. So yeah, I was just like, I think it was 90% was my maths mark or something like that for my matric. Yeah, so that allowed me to pursue engineering and
Now we are intimidated.
what? What? No.
Okay. So thank you so much. All the best. And yeah, I'll do a review for you on TikTok. Definitely check out this app, guys. All the details are in the description box. And we shall see you soon, when you hit 1 million downloads.
Yes. Also, people must like and subscribe on your videos as well. They must do the things. Thank you so much.
Bye. Wow, what an inspirational story, guys. Please don't forget to like and share the video, and also to download Siso's app. Guys, we all need this app. Even if you're a student, you are budgeting your 500 rand from NSFAS. Guys, we need this app. Please, let's support Siso and download the app. I'm going to leave the link in the description box and also in the pinned comment. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.